Okay, hello students. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, today we are going to begin the geography advanced level syllabus. Okay, so as you all know, the English medium syllabus is also available nowadays, and we can do geography for advanced level. And the next thing is, I am the teacher who are going to teach you for grade 12 and 13. Okay, children. Yes, I am Miss Fatima Zumla. Uh, and today I'm going to start with the introduction page. Okay, so children, do you know something about geography? What is the meaning of geography? Briefly, I want to ask that. Geography is something related to this globe, okay? All the things included inside this globe, the human nature, the physical nature, and this environment, okay? Everything is connected between the man and environment. So here, the word geo means the globe, our earth, okay? The living landscape which all human beings live is called the geo. And graphy means the mysterious, right? The marvelous place in this country, the marvelous places, the marvelous differentiation in this globe is considered as the graphic. The graphical situation of this globe is meant to by geography. Okay, children. Yes, the physical landscape. Can you understand what I'm saying? The physical landscape and the things, the differentiations, the climatic changes, everything related to the Earth is called as the geography. Understood? Yes. Now, today we are going to move to our first one, the first lesson, the Unit 1, Introduction to Geography, Nature and its Perspectives. Okay, what is that? Introduction to Geography, Nature and its perspectives. So, what is the meaning of that? Perspectives, nature and its perspectives. That means the nature and its adaptations, its various kinds of differentiation. What are the things happen in this surrounding? What are things happen in this nature? Understood how it is being differentiated, right, between each other, one two by one, each and every day what's happening in this globe. Okay, every differentiations, every methods happen in this nature is known to be as perspectives. Now, first of all, children, I have to say another thing that most of the children haven't done geography for all of us. Some has done geography for all of us. So if you have done geography for all of us, so it will be easy for you to understand the lessons in advanced level. And some of the children who are fresher to advanced level geography, so for those people, this is the lesson for you. Okay, so before we are entering inside the geography lesson, the advanced level syllabus, we have to know what is this geography, what are the main elements of this geography, okay, everything regarding to the main chapter. Okay, what is the topic, what is this give us, what is this idea give to us, like that. So here, introduction to geography, nature and its perspectives, it will be our first unit 1. Now we are going to move to the introduction. So what is the first part? Introduction to geography. So what is the meaning of introduction to geography? So we are going to see what is the meaning of this word geography. Okay, so I have given you here two definitions. The first definition is geography studies the components of landscape, relationship between those components, and how they change in time and space. That is the one definition I have given you. And the second definition is geography is the study of aerial differentiation of the Earth's surface. So thereby you can see that there are two definitions, and the second definition was given by a famous person. Okay, he is called as Richard Hardson. A person called Richard Hardson has given the second definition. Children, I'm going to come one by one. So look at the first definition. Geography studies the components of landscape. Okay, അതെന്നാ? What is that? Geography studies the components of landscape. A landscape பத்தி தான் எங்களுக்கு study பண்ணுது. Okay, everything related to this nature, everything related to this is climatic changes, the temperature changes. Okay, the weather conditions. Understood? Right? Various kinds of forms, landforms, rocks, soils, right? Water. What are the water areas? All right. What are the river areas? Everything related to this landscape. Okay. How these roads comes on, how these ways comes on, everything related to this landscape. And second one is relationships between those components. Okay. How is the relationships occurred? So one to by one, it will be connected each other. Okay. Right. The land will be connected to this water. Understood? The rods will be connected to this mountain areas. Like that, one to by one, it will be interacted. It will be connected. அது வந்து connect ஆகும் ஒன்று கொண்டு வந்து அதில் ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் ஈக்குது ஒன்று கொண்டு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் ஒன்று இல்லாமல் இந்த பிசிக்கல் நேச்சர் வந்து அமையாது. ஓகே, இப்போ பிசிக்கல் நேச்சர் ஒன்று தனிப்பட அமையாது ஒரு நாளும். அதுக்கு வந்து ஒன்று கொண்டு வந்து அவங்களோட இன்டராக்ஷன் இருக்கணும். ரைட், இப்போ நாங்கள் அனிமல் எடுத்தோம்னா டைவர்சிட்டி ஆஃப் பிளான்ஸ் அனிமல்ஸ் அவங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் இன்டராக்ஷன் இருக்கு. Understood, children? So we have to know that always physical nature will never adapted alone. It will be have another relationship. And next one is between those components and how they change in time and space. Okay, the main example எனக்கு எடுக்கலும், right? The main example is that the time changes. Okay, the globe, the rotations of the globes, right? Next one is the rotation of the solar system, the rotation of the rainy weather, sunny weather, everything. Okay, everything will be changed in time and space. Okay, so these kinds of things we are going to learn inside this geography. So one of the introduction, we can understand that, children, geography studies the components, right? The different types of areas of landscape, right? And both interaction between the diversity of plant, animals and the nature. And we can go that how they change in time and space. Time-க்கும் space-க்கும், right? எங்களுக்கு இந்த earthல எங்களுக்கு ஒரு particular space இருக்கு. Human being எடுத்துச்சுன்னா human being ஒரு space ஒன்று இருக்குது. Animals எடுத்தனா animalsக்கு ஒரு space ஒன்று இருக்கு. அப்ப அந்த ரெண்டு space வச்சும் அவங்க எப்படி change ஆகுற ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒருத்தர் எப்படி change ஆகுற the time, right? How is the time changes? Time duration படி எப்படி எல்லாம் மாறுது. Okay, those things will be introduced inside this geography. And second definition is geography studies the aerial differentiation of the earth's surface. And about Richard Hardson simply said, right? He has said simply that geography studies the aerial differentiation. That's the area, right? It always says about the earth's differentiation, earth changes, earth rotation, right? Everything, earth rotation, revolutions, right? The time and space, how they change, how they adapted, what are the diversity of man and plants, what are the diversity of land and animals, right? Like that, everything, the whole globe's changes of the earth's surface, right? So this statement was given by Richard Hardson. Richard Hardson is right? He has said it shortly. Geography studies the aerial differentiation, the total difference, the total changes that happen inside this globe. It is meant to be the differentiation of the Earth's surface. Okay. Now, the above statement explains the diversity of man's environment. Okay, children. Now, did you understood what I said? Yes, it says about what? All diversity, all lifestyle, all life circle of man's environment. What is happened inside this physical nature. Clear? Yes. Now we are going to move to the next one. Three main sections of geography. Okay, now children, as I said you, now we are moving from basically to advanced. So first of all, I am introducing you about the geography lessons. So here are three main sections of geography. When we consider about the three main sections of geography, in this lesson, in this syllabus, okay, both 12 and 13 syllabus, our geography lessons will be divided into three main categorizations. Okay, three main sections are divided. There are three main sections. The first one is physical geography. The second one is human geography. And the third one is the practical geography. I'm going to explain you now about the physical, human, and practical. Okay. So here, children, look at physical geography. What is physical geography? Physical geography. Now, I was saying that all about the nature and perspectives. All about this physical landscape. Okay. The Earth has the physical landscape. It's called as blue planet. Why? It all surrounded with forests, oceans, rivers, and everything. Okay, so in this globe, man is a part of it, and the main thing is this nature, right? And second one is all temperature, climate, weather conditions, everything is normal and sensible when we consider with the other countries and all. So most of the things we can observe in this nature. Okay, so we are going to learn most of things about the physical landscape. Second topic is human geography. Inside human geography, we are going to learn about the human populations, the birth rates and death rates of humans, okay, the various countries, cultures, traditions, okay, their languages. Understood, children? Right? Not like physical. In physical geography, we are going to learn about the natural disasters, landforms and rocks, Okay, those kinds of climatic changes, weatheric changes, everything related to that, the nature. And in human geography, we are not going to learn about the physical nature. We are going to learn about the human adaptations. Okay, in this globe, how is the human is adapted and how it is being differentiated one by one. Clear how the man lived in this geo. And third one is practical geography. When we move to practical geography, children, mostly we can have points also in examination with the practical geography. So the main thing is we have to learn the maps, okay, the topographic maps and the symbols. What are the symbols depict to us? And next one is in the practical geography, we also want to learn about the GIS and GPS systems. That too is mostly important. Okay, so by that only we can know about the technologies. What are the technologies in the practical geography? In this geo, what are the technological areas we should know? What are the systemic areas we should know, right? What are the locations? We have to know that everything is related inside the practical geography. So the most important thing is when we are doing the class, when we are continuing the class, we have to practice the map marking. Okay, the main thing is the topography maps. 1 into 50,000 maps, it is must. Okay, more than 1 into 20,000, those maps, 1 into 50,000 map is very important to practice. The main thing is we have to know the places. Okay, what are these symbols depict to us? Okay, what is this? This is the temple. What is this symbol? This is the tea plantation. What is this symbol? This is the road areas. Like that, we have to understand the symbol and we have to practice with the topographic map. And next thing is the GPS, GIS systems. Okay, right. And now we are going to other topic, major functions of geography. Okay, what are the major functions? Major things we have to know in the geography. ஓகே நாங்கள் ஜியோகிரஃபி படித்த மெடிசனால் நாங்கள் என்னென்ன விஷயங்களை ஷார்ட்டாக தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுக்கணும். What are the functions? Okay, suggesting solutions to the particular issues, right? So we are living in an living environment, okay, a physical, a nature combined with physical, human and practical way. Okay, in this geo all three is included. So in all these three included world, we have always should have the solution for the each and every particular issues. Okay, when there is a volcanic eruption occurs, what is the solution we have to have? When there is a wildfire, what is the solution? When there is a natural disaster, when there is a climatic change, when there is a continuous rain, floods, okay, and when there is deforestations, okay, when the trees are being dead because of human beings, like the most damages, when most problems with occur, okay, and we have to have the solutions for the particular issues. அப்போ அந்த ஒவ்வொரு ப்ராப்ளம் எமர்ஜ் ஆக நாங்கள் வந்து அதுக்குரிய சொல்யூஷன்ஸை தேடி வச்சுக்கொள்ளணும். Okay, we have to know what are the solutions. As a human being, we have to have the knowledge, right? More than the plants, animals and everything, human has the more knowledge and human should be ready with that. A second one is problems emerging in the diversity of physical and human landscape. Okay, right. அப்போ எங்களோட diversityல இல்லையா எங்களோட lifestyle, right? In this lifestyle, both physical problems also occurred, both human problems also occurred. Okay, and we have to know to balance the both problems because both of them interact each other. Plants, animals, human, and the nature. These all four will adapted within each other. Okay, they are interacting, so we have to have the problems, right? Problems and their solutions too. And third one is making the community aware of certain issues, right? That means, children, now you have to understand that in a community, right, in a public, there will be a lot of problems emerging, right? We can't say that there is no problem. Within the nature itself, within the human beings itself, there will be problems emerging. So the first one, when I'm saying about the pollution areas, yes, in this landscape, there are a lot of pollution areas started, right? In this landscape, always, right? Recently, there are a lot of natural disasters occur, right? In everything, we have to be ready with that. We have to aware, and we have to make people aware of those kinds of issues, right? And we have to know, the main thing is we have to know properly about this globe, how it will be interacted each other, what is the diversity of this geography. Then only we have to have, then only we can have the solutions, and we can make the community aware of the certain issues. Okay, children. Now I'm moving to the next topic, important ways used to explain geography. Yes, now when you have to teach another person regarding this lesson, okay, you have to explain. Now I'm teaching you a topic about something, about the physical landscape or something. So what you are doing? You are teaching to another person, because when you interact each other one by one, when you pass the message only, all the world will have a proper understanding regarding this geo world. Okay, so what are the ways we can explain them? Okay, when we are now, you have to have a proper conversation with a friend, and we are going to explain them regarding a thing. Okay, now we are saying that from a long, right, long time, a lunar eclipse will occur in our sky. No, a long time, a natural disaster will come, and a wave will come, a tsunami will come, and deforestations occur mostly. There will be problems emerging in the physical landscape. So in everything, you have to explain your another one, right? When you are explaining another person, or when you have to by heart with you, when you have to explain within you, so you can use it as explanations. Okay, everything regarding, you can use the notes, you can use the resources, magazines, newspapers, and everything. You can use the natural examples and video clips, and you can explain it. And second one is grouping exercises. It's very important for small kids, right? Now upper grade, now you are advanced level children, so you don't need to have the drawings and everything. But the small kids, it's very nice for them, right? And it is very knowledgeable when we are making them grouping exercises regarding this geo world. And third one is classifications. Okay, you can classify the people, you can classify the animals, plants, and everything, and you can explain them, right? When we are taking the living lifestyle of animals, we can take into two main types. Okay, right? And herbivores, carnivores, omnivores animals, how they adapted, what are their prayers, what are their foods. When we take the plant diversity, we can differentiate it, right? We can classify into two, three, four. And we can take that root systems, shoot systems, stems, right? What are the how is the plants are grown, right? What are these? These are bushes, these are trees, these are plants. Okay, how the vegetables are grown, what are their soil nature, right? What are the soil nature they adapted, they asked for, right? Now when we are taking for example, can there are some vegetables grown in Norelia side, so those vegetables can be grown in this area? Can't. Why? Because they are adapted to that climate, that soil nature. If they are changing the place here, they will not grow. Okay, another example is dates. Okay, have you ever seen dates mostly in our country? No. When we take the Batiklo, those Batiklo sites, and in those areas, the dates are available. But can we grow a date tree here? Can't. Okay, it's all about the different kind of nature, different type of soil type. Okay, based on the soil type only, the plant will be grown. So we can take the classifications of plants, the diversity of plants. When we take about the insects, right, as I think you have learned in science also in all level, right? Vertebrates animals, invertebrate animals, with legs, without legs, with antennas, without antennas, like that. Lot of diversity, lot of classifications available. Okay, understood? So we can have the classification, and we can explain another person about this geo world, the geography. Okay, yes. And next one is synthesize of physical and human landscape from a holistic perspective. That means, children, you know that a lot of people research properly, right? That means they are regularly in this world, and they always do researches. So what is the researches